can't tell, my eyes are puffy. I've been crying all night. I actually had a really magnificent dinner with my grandparents where they, we were talking about my partner coming to Thanksgiving, and it was a very beautiful, open and challenging conversation. But I would say we all really talked with like an open heart and really shared what was on the table for us. After that, I had a conversation with, I called my partner, and we were having a great time. And then, you know, a trigger came up, and like I think last year, in the spring, I need some coffee. That's what I need. I was a little tipsy, I was waiting to go home, so I noticed myself getting triggered, and yeah, I think it was important that we had that conversation, but I also, like I said, I've gotten to share a lot on this channel for other people that are highly sensitive or that are just dealing with like trauma. And if you're highly sensitive, you're more likely to develop trauma, so that's probably an overlap. But yeah, I started being triggered and then trying to exit the conversation gently so that I wouldn't be overwhelmed. And then, you know, I guess they felt that I was shutting down, and they got triggered. So, you know, I really just wanted to leave it at that, and we did, you know, we just both were like that for a little while. It was rough. If you are a person that's very avoidant, like you really like to not talk about the hard things in your life, like with people around you, and you're just trying to avoid your triggers. I did that for a while, and I feel you. It can suck. But I also know, I know the science, and I know from experience that you can't keep avoiding your traumas. You have to face them. And not just that, but like, it's disrespectful of me in this relationship to not try, you know, to not, if I get triggered or I feel angry at them or all these things, if I do what I used to do and just stuff it down and act like nothing's happening and won't communicate, like that's not respectful to our relationship, because we're trying to make this work, and like I need to be, you know, I need to actually have the conversations, you know, and not just wall off and leave. So I'm trying to do that, and whenever I do, it can just be a lot. You know, and they were very, very kind, of course, in saying that it's not too much, and they're here for me, and they love me, and all this stuff. You know, they love me in this when I'm sobbing and all this, like, you know, I think that's really important. So, yeah, let me go get some coffee. Session today in jazz class. It's like the restorative week, and so we did massages on each other. I really needed that. And the professor also told me that my hamstrings are really tight, my lower back is really tight. I kind of already knew, but she showed me how to use the foam roller. Highly encouraged me to get one to work on myself at home. Feeling blissed out still from stretching and massage in class, my neck still hurts a lot. And to me, whenever it gets a little bit massaged, I'm dropped into my body and way more aware of how tight and painful it really is. And so using this bliss and this good feeling as some motivation to start working on it more with my tennis ball. Made it to the car. Ugh. Ugh. I think I did well on my test. I also had a sweet morning dropping in with myself and connecting with my partner, or like, texting them. I was looking at our old texts and some of the old adventures that we had been on, and I actually had this realization at this moment that I want to make a note to myself about something that I do. I'm a very sex positive, progressive person. I see sex as a really natural, neutral, abundant part of life. But at the same time, I definitely, when I'm in more stressed out parts of my life, I definitely get paranoid and get this trigger coming up for me that if someone is asking me about sex, even my partner, or mentioning something related to sex, I will get triggered and be like, that's all you care about? I'll go through periods where I'll only want to do like non-sexual activities with people, like hiking and gardening and living together and going on dates and all this stuff. Which is my current partner, we're very committed, and that's like not a problem. We'll just do that. We'll just not like talk about sexy stuff for a while. And then when I come back to my body and to my relaxation, and I'm not stressed as much, and I'm not triggered as much, I remember like, oh yeah, this is a person that I love and that we have a real deep connection with. And they'll do anything that I ask pretty much to keep me safe, to help make me feel safe all the time, including not having sex or any of that stuff. And then they're not a person that I have to worry about that with. And I come back to the feeling and the remembrance that every time we've had sex, it's been incredibly natural and nourishing and a holistic part of a healthy, loving relationship, and feel back into that and be like, oh yeah, wait, no, I do want to have sex. So I think it's probably going to continue coming up for me. And I think I've been doing a lot of work on it, but I also think that it's going to continue coming up for me. And in times where I'm higher, where I'm more stressed out, I'm more likely going to be like that. That may be leftovers from my purity upbringing, but I thought I would share that. I thought I would share that realization. It's raining. I'm gonna go see my partner. Hopefully we don't get rained on. Oh, baby. I can't even describe this accurately. I drove to see my partner. I was like falling asleep on the way over here. I was feeling honestly kind of depressed. And I stopped at Tom's Market to get some lunch. And this freaking amazing angel was jamming her heart out to this freaking love song. She was so real, so beautiful. And like I went and talked to her and told her thank you, because the minute I saw her I was just like, I am in love. Like, this being is radiating life and love and light. And the thing is, I used to do that. is okay, because there's nothing I can do to change it right now. My body is still in panic, and the only thing I can focus on right now is just letting myself feel that, knowing there's no danger, but letting myself feel it. Last night we played D&D. There was this moment, and I love role-playing so much because you can just abandon any of your own personal ethics and expectations and just inhabit something that you want to experience or explore. In the session, my elf character met like this old friend, and then there was this whole thing that my friend Angel was narrating where like they went into wolf form, or they went to animal form and like roamed wild in the woods, and it was so fucking beautiful. I want to be a wild thing running through the woods free. Samhain ritual was amazing last night. I heard the message from my grandmommy. The main thing that I really felt from that ritual was like her energy being like, you should be happy, like I want you to be happy.